Hello, welcome. My name is Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just after 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday for me. Welcome, Tom and Darren. Let's just share this.
Hello.
Welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note any trades discussed in this group don't be classed as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other, and we are not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders there. So, let me just go across onto the charts. Yep, there we go. So, a bit of a pullback on the AUDs at the moment. So, and a little bit of a move over last 24 hours. What do we got here? AUD CAD has just pulled back a bit from a lower high. I'm not in that trade, but that's where that one's at the moment. I am in AUD but that's done a bit of a pullback. Stop losses down here. So we'll just see how far that wants to pull back. So
big pullback today, actually.
Yeah, a lot of them did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Last 24 hours, Darren. So, but that's half of the course. I think there's, that those sort of push-ups, you're going to get a pullback. We'll just see how we go. The trend bar hasn't changed yet. So one of the new things that I would do is if I'm in a double trade and I get a change of the trend bar color back, I highly consider just getting out of the trade, killing the trade. It might be in drawdown, but it's better than having it pull all the way back to the stop loss. We'll see. ADJPY. That was actually quite nicely in profit when I went to bed. Now it's pulled back again too. But it is quite typical for the sort of Tuesday, Wednesday type of pullback anyway. Okay, so that I'm also in that for two trades in buy.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's okay too. Just see. AUD NZD. Oh gosh. Look at the drop off on that one. And obviously New Zealand dollars quite strong. So Tom, you got into that as you're still in that sell, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But we do have a low now, so
Needs nothing.
okay, means nothing at this point. Oh yeah. He's gonna keep riding it.
Yeah, because that low is going to keep dropping.
Yeah, well,
It's just telling you it just created a new low.
low
It doesn't say how low the low is going to go.
No. I love that. How low the low is gonna go.
Right.
So,
The telltale sign is going to be
oh yeah.
a yellow candle with a wick at the bottom, and then a long. That's when I'll consider getting in the long.
Yeah, okay.
Until that happens, it's still pushing down.
Yeah.
And that's just predicting which way it thinks it's going to go. Until it
correct.
shows me it's going that way, I don't
Yeah,
even worry about that stuff.
you don't care, do you? No.
No.
Okay.
Let it run.
Fair enough too. Rightio. AUD, and look, it doesn't matter what it does as long as we're on the right side of what it does. That's the
And as
thing.
slow as this move, do you really think you're going to miss it?
Oh, this is actually, well, it is slow, but in relative terms, that's a pretty good sort of a move over. What's this? Even from here, from like the start of this month. Um, you're right, it's slow, but I'll still say it's a substantial move in that slow move.
Okay, but at the same time, do you see the higher high it created?
That one over here, yeah,
No, no, the one on the right.
yeah,
If you just wait till you got your short, you'd be in it.
yeah, yeah, true. But looking at it though here,
When you get a
this is
higher low or a higher high, whatever those markings are, you're
yeah,
guaranteed that direction, one long or short.
yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
And maybe at that point, oh yeah, maybe that was outside the rail when it spiked like that too. Because it has pulled back down. Oh no, it would not have been. Well, anyway,
Look at
that's
where the rail is now, how long it took just to get to that point. You moved that
yeah.
rail back that distance, however long it took to get there. You
Hmm.
had no idea. That could have looked like it was almost in the middle.
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, that's why I
The
didn't take
rails
the
are curving with it.
yeah, but that's why I didn't even consider taking that trade too, though, Tom. Probably looks different with you with bricks, but from this perspective, it's like it's chopping around all over the place. Not to know that it would sell necessarily, but you're right. When the short came in, that would have been the indication to get in.
So go to my chart.
Yeah,
Look at
which we
yours and go to
had.
my chart real quick.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
that. Tell me that's not crystal clear. It's out of the rails. You got your higher, is that a high? And then you got your shorts.
right. What's
I mean,
this? Targets.
it can't be any easier.
Yeah, you got the highs, and that's right, and the shorts. Yeah, and it's outside rail. Yeah. Well, you could have got in that and got caught on that one, but that's okay. That's just one. But then all of this is worthwhile being in. That's right. Yeah, true. Okay. Well, that's AD NZD. Let's look at AD Singapore. It's been pushing up, but that was one that wasn't worth being in. I mean, it is a 3/4 and turn. I mean, I could have got in that with that trend bar. See just there.
Yeah, I'm in it. It's a single
There you
trade,
are. Yeah,
3/4.
with a single 3/4 to 3/4. We'll see how it goes. Are you in a single one? Okay. No, I didn't. Okay. AUD USD. Similar sort of that could have been a 3/4 back up, but it went red and green red, and for me it's not giving me anything that's gonna let me sort of get a good trade out of that. All right. CAD CHF. Oh, that's pullback too. Yeah. That has gone red on the trend bar. So for me, that's a consideration. Should I get out of that trade?
I'm
Yeah,
going
what do you
in this
stick
for
to
the
your losing,
short.
Brian? I didn't get any
You didn't
outside the
know.
rail, so I'm waiting for the long. So
Yeah, you would have. That's right.
yeah.
So yeah, no, my consideration on this is, do I jump out of the trade right now, or does we pull back? Sorry, Tom, you were going to say something. You're in the
Oh, no,
short, are you?
I said I'm already into the short.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You were in the long though.
Yes, I profited out
Hmm.
of that and then took
Yeah.
the short.
Yeah. Okay. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Well, see what happens when market
So
opens.
here's the thing: you're in profit
I'll
right
change that.
now.
No, I'll be in drawdown. No. No, because I got in on when it turned green, was after this candle. So I got in somewhere along here. So I'm in drawdown on that one.
Oh, I see.
Mm. Where am I? Yeah, like 50 pips or so. But that's okay. I'm not too concerned. Not that it matters. I'm just trialing this. So as I said, it does pull back green and then go red. But we're well out. We've got a low. There are a number of triangles. Like we'll see.
And you
I'm
haven't
not.
got your long yet.
No, but I'm working off trend bar, not the long that Darren wants. And that's okay. I'm slightly more aggressive than what he is. And maybe that's where it's at. Anyway, CAD JPY, I'm in. Oh, how come I haven't changed that? Right, so these ones I am in buy, and then
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
in
in
that
double.
the buy. Yeah, I'm in double on this one. So I got in on that candle, but I don't think it had a long at that time. But it's just doing that little pullback here at the moment. Still got the trend bar is still green, so that one's like stay there if I want anyway. Oh, what am I doing with blue? Should have been green. Anyway,
I mean, these
let's
candles
see.
pull back to the trend bar, don't they? Repeatedly as
Yeah, yeah,
direction
they
of
can.
the normal sort of behavior of the candles. That sort of
Yeah.
come back, just wick or
Well, you've got such a push up. I mean, they're going to do a pullback before they
yeah.
potentially
It'll probably come
continue
back and hit the trend bar again, and
and then take off.
then move up. Yeah.
Yeah, all my stop loss is here anyway. So that's okay. Okay, CHF JPY still pushing in the right direction. Has that? Hang on, where am I? Oh no, it hasn't made CHF JPY. Well, that's interesting. Where is my 3/4? It'll be there. 197893. What? 172. Wow. Well, that should have triggered 170. Oh, gee, I've got a. Yeah,
Is
well,
it?
see, that's what you're doing, isn't it, Darren? You're making sure you change these
I got out. They're taking off.
because, yeah, no, just hang on a minute. Yeah, see, 246. I'll be able to change that. 70. Like, oh, Maybe time up here. And then it's 171. I was going to say, oh, well, when I get down to it, we will. 171. Yeah, it's quite, okay. It has changed a lot since I got into the trade over here. It's incredible, actually. I pulled down and back up again. Anyway, that should have it should have proffered me out, but it didn't. Anyway, that's okay. In 2 trades on that one, I've just adjusted stop losses with them. Have to go and do that. Right. Where are we now? Euro AUD. That's done a pullback up. So it's turned green again. So it's just sort of holding in there a bit. We'll just see what happens with the next candle. It did engulf the previous day. It did break that short.
I'm in for a double on this one.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah. On the sell.
The sell, yeah.
Yeah. Way out with it. Yeah, like 120 pips down on it because it's pushed back up. But that's okay. That's where it's at the moment. Euro CAD never got into that because it didn't change the trend bar. We'll wait for that to change and push back down, give us a, well, for you it would be a short. So forward Darren. Right, Euro CHF, same situation. You're all well out of the rail, and interesting though, this did pull down, but not significantly, but that's okay. Been really choppy. Euro GBP, wow, still pushing up. Still got a green trend bar. And it's nowhere outside the rail, but that doesn't matter for me. It's like we get a change of direction. Now, Euro JPY, it actually has given me both trades. So this one, whatever I set that, I think it was at that point, it profited me out yesterday. So I was in 2 trades there where I lost the 2 trades. It came back. I got back into 2 trades. It gave me the 3/4 and gave me the full rail. So that's good. That actually was quite a nice profit too, that one. All right. You're at NZD. I'm in that also too for the sell, but it's still red in the trend bar. It hasn't changed. So that's okay. I'm in double trade on that one. I don't know about you, Darren.
Yeah, double. I'm in for a double.
Double.
Indeed.
Doubling down.
Yeah. Double
Okay.
or quits.
Euro Singapore. Oh, look at that, still going. Red triangle, that's still green. So I'm not, I mean, this is really amazing. I think you got out of that, Tom, when it did a pullback, did you?
I don't trade that.
Oh, that's right. You didn't trade pair. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to remember. Yeah, no, it's pushing up further. All right, Euro USD. It's pushing up further as well. Not a good sign for some of the others, but anyway, we'll see. We will see. Okay. Again, still pushing up, so not a turn yet for us to take. It's a couple out of it. Right, GBP AUD, that also has done. It hasn't completely taken out that short, but quite a pushback up for to cover off the day before. Yeah. So yeah, in that for two cells. Are you as well? You've got
Yeah,
everything there, Darren, for a couple
I
of
am,
cells.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Hmm. Okay. GBP CAD. Oh, we do have a a cell part of the trend bar, but I'm not willing to get in here yet. That might be a tomorrow. We'll see. Even though that, see, so if I've got a change in trend bar, but I've got an opposite candle, it doesn't give me the, doesn't tell me to get in that trade as yet. GBP CHF. See how the trend bar has changed? It has gone red, and it is a red candle. So, but I'm a little bit sort of tight at the moment on margin. Well, now I'm even more because I'm in some negative trades. So I can't take that one if I want to. But it'd been really choppy anyway, so I'm not really considering it. GBP JPY. Still in that. Now, what am I? I'm still in both trades. Why? That's crazy. Right, yeah. Let's change some of this. Is the reason why you changed them, Darren, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where am I going to put it? 194287. Hmm. Change it. It's up 290 pips or so. And the second one should be around the rail now, which is 196038. Okay. So that's the reason why you change them. See, I'm looking at this going, that's made 3/4 easy. Why haven't I profited on it? It's because the TP has changed. Sorry, the rails have moved and made the TP different to what it is. Okay, we'll see. All right. But yeah, been in this painfully since down here somewhere. It came back, draw down, nearly dropped me out, didn't, and then has taken off. So I don't know. Were you in that, Darren, for doubles?
Yeah, still in it. Well, one of them closed
Yeah, one at the 3/4.
3/4. I'm
Okay.
still in the other one.
Okay. We'll just see what happens. Rightio. GBP NZD.
Yeah, in this for a
Um,
double one. For a double
yeah,
one.
but it's doing, yeah. I haven't got into that because I haven't got margin to do that yet. But certainly we'll see what happens anyway. If it pulls back and then, so you're in a double on that.
Yeah.
Good. GBP in Singapore, still pushing up. Obviously, that Singapore dollar is not very strong. And keeps going. GBP USD. US dollar's not too good. Its strength at the moment. So we've got a lower high, haven't got trend bar change. We've got a couple of red triangles though. It's trying to get itself to come back. We'll see. All right, NZDs, NCAD. Wolf. It's broken over there. Made a new high. So no trend bar change. So we're just sort of sitting here waiting for this to have a turn at some point. Inflation came in. Whoa, at 2.6. Okay. Well, Canada's, yeah, it's pushing inflation back up, all these tariffs, it looks like. Maybe
Yeah.
not that immediate, but it's on the wrong side. I wonder what's going to happen US when they have their figures out. New Zealand Swiss franc. Now that's interesting. New Zealand dollars sucked back there in relation to the Swiss franc. After some really, but it's typical. You have some hard push up and it's going to have to pull back a bit. I'm not in this, but could have been from
Yeah, I'm
that
in
point.
single this one. Three
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah. Good on you. Anyway, you would have got in here, so you're still probably in some sort of profit at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, our entity JPY. This, when it changed, was too far up to the middle rail. I didn't want to take this, so, but still, it's not a shabby trade. If you had taken it, you would have got a 3/4 out of that without any problem. But just would have been only a very small amount. All right, NZD and USD still pushing up. Still got the green trend bar. That would have been a good 3/4 up, but you wouldn't have got into here until here anyway. So,
I wouldn't say that one. It's already
it's already up. Yeah. Well, you do have principles, Darren. Singapore Japanese yen. So that's one that could have been 3/4 up. That's potentially okay. I didn't get it. I didn't take it because, just because I didn't. Just interesting to watch. UCAD. Oh, it's just choppy as. Shorts, long, shorts. I'm looking for another long at this point, probably. USD CHF. Yeah, the US dollar is really. Yep. You wouldn't take that because it stayed red the whole time. Pushing back down. Probably getting ready to make, back down here somewhere. High and low. Let's see if we make a lower low there. All right. That's
that'd be nice.
It would be, wouldn't it?
I'm still
I think
in
it'll
this
push
for
for
the
that.
sale.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. But for us, we're in that sort of danger zone now. It's out of the rails, and we're not looking necessarily at thing. But no, I never took that one. Okay, UJ. Well, good on you, Tom. Anyway, ride that horse, mate. USD JPY. It has pushed up. Now I didn't get into two trades on that. Has made the low and pushed back up. Still got a green trend bar, but you don't have a long on that yet, Darren. So you're not going to be having a go with it. USD and Singapore. It's also stayed red there. You could have looked at 3/4 for up and then you would have been back out. But anyway, gold 3,034. Boof.
Yeah.
Done a nice push up, hasn't it?
Still going.
Yeah, well, I think it's just, one of the things, soon everything, when there's uncertainty, and just gold just buys. And there's plenty of uncertainty at the moment. There's we have a few more weeks and there's potentially more tariffs to be thrown around the place. So by US, or actually by Trump, but still it's hard to separate the person from the country. And silver also too. It's made a new high up here. It's not a higher high, but it is certainly pushing back up. Silver, Bitcoin has come back down again. 81. It's funny, isn't it? it goes down. Gold keeps coming back up. Now, oil was pushing up a bit there. It looked pretty nice. Was dropped back off again today. There is no, you don't have a long or anything yet. It's just sort of traveling along this low that it's how you can see across here. Bang, 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 bang. Doing the same sort of thing here. It hasn't traveled up as yet. So that's where it's at. Yeah. Oil prices ease 1% as Ukraine peace talks offset Middle East instability worries. So we'll just see if things don't sort of turn out there too well, then this may turn around and start spiking itself back up again. And where's good old cocoa? Oh, down to 8,000. Okay. That's good. Right. So there we are. These couple of these, geez, have done some hard pullbacks, haven't they? Still got a green trend bar though. Okay. All right. Anything else that you want to discuss? It's pretty easy to go through the pairs now.
Yeah.
So Tom, you're sailing along with your bricks, the bricklayer?
Yep.
Good. Good. You've got a sort of a different set of criteria for getting in and out of your trades. But you must, obviously, for me anyway, observing it, there's a lot more rotation of pairs that you have. You're in and out and then back in of pairs a lot more than what we would be.
Well, naturally the pairs are going to rotate because of the different circumstances on each pair.
Yeah.
You know, some are in the middle of selling and some are in the middle of buy, or they're in consolidation. I don't know. There's only three options here, but the way I'm trading it is it's really aggressive. I mean, like really aggressive.
Yeah. Well, it's still relaxed though. I mean, it's not.
I'm relaxed.
Yeah, of course you are. Like here is not. Yeah.
Right. So I'm waiting for this pair to come up, spike.
Yeah.
Because it's already got the lower high.
Yeah.
It's the right shoulder. So I'm looking for this to come out of the range a little bit of the the rails.
Yeah. And then
give me my signal and I'm in.
Yeah.
And what I've discovered is if you put it 2 back, 2.5 back, 1, 2.5, that's my entry. Should it decide to sell.
Down here.
At 2.5.
Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, half. Sorry, there. Yeah,
Yep.
at the red line.
Yep.
Where I've got my red line. Yeah, okay.
Because 2, if you look at every one of these, 1, 2, by the third one, it triggers.
Yeah.
Go to the long at the bottom.
Here.
Yeah, see the 2 red candles behind it?
2.
1, 2.
Yeah.
If it triggers, it means it's broken structure on a lower time frame and created that yellow candle.
Yep.
By the third candle, 1, 2, 3, it's already got the long
momentum.
On it.
Yeah.
Do I even care how far it goes? No.
But up here though, you probably would, like 1, 2, you'd be out of that trade again.
No, not till it says you got your low. Not till it says lower high up there.
Oh,
Got to be on that side of the rails.
So you're going to keep. Okay, no worries. Okay.
In fact, I'd probably take more of these buys until it reached the other side or told me it wasn't going to.
It was pretty choppy through the middle here. You do have shorts and longs all over the joint. So
Right. So if it's choppy like that, I may just leave the original trade and just not do any of the others.
additional, yeah, stackings. Yeah,
Right.
okay. hmm hmm And then AUD for example.
Looks like it's going sideways, right?
Yeah.
Stay out of it. All you're looking
Mm.
for is a lower low, a candle turn to yellow, second
Well, you got a
candle
lower low
up,
there. You got a lower low there. You would
count
have been
candles
in,
back, two candles,
yeah,
one,
yeah,
two.
1, 2 and a half there.
There's your entry, 2.5,
Yeah.
boink, pulls up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now, unless this whole run right here breaks the bottom, we're going up.
Yeah. Okay.
If
Yeah.
this turns right here and does a short, I'm in the short.
Yeah, that's right. And you're out
Because you
of
don't know how far
you're
it's
out of the
going.
long. Yeah, no, I
Get out of the
understand that.
long and get in the short.
Yeah.
But I've noticed these things move so slow that by
You
the
got
time it's you get this green candle and the yellow candle, uh, uh, you're already in profit right there. See the little red candle?
because you got in here.
No, see where it's at right now? The green
Yes, yeah.
candle at the top?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so can you get one of your little boxes? Your
Yeah,
entry
sure.
boxes
For buy or sell.
per sell.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, count two candles back. One, two.
Yeah. 1,
Okay,
2, yeah.
okay, put your entry right there at that second candle, at the bottom of the second candle,
This one here.
at the bottom of that. Yes.
Yeah, okay, right there. Yep, got it.
Okay, and then your stop is at the top.
Yep.
Okay, and then all you're looking for is to break that bottom.
Out through there.
If it does not break the bottom, it's going to turn and go the other direction.
Yeah, but you're already in the buy on this though.
No, this would have kicked me out of the buy at 2. So I moved my stop loss up to the 2.
Oh, so you move your stop loss up to here.
Yeah. So when it stops
But
me
your
out,
entry
I already
would have
made
been
money.
here.
No,
Okay,
2
hang on a
back
minute.
on the
Look.
red candles.
Yeah, I know. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 2. Aren't you do 2.5?
I do too. Conservative is
Wow.
2.5.
Right, hang on. We'll just do a long
Depending on
amount.
when
So
I
1,
see it, it might be
2.
2.5.
Let's say
I'm shooting for
2.5.
2.
It's okay. Well, I'm just doing 2.5 there, conservative, right? So you've got that. If it does come back, so you actually move your stop loss to entry after it moves up 1 brick or something, does it?
No, I leave my stop loss where it is until it shows me that it's turning. And then I move my stop loss from the buy up to the number 2.
Yeah.
The second candle.
All right. So if you're at that was your entry. It pushed up there, then up. And because that has pulled back down here, you move your stop loss back to here. You move, yeah, anyway. Oh, sorry, no. You move your stop loss back up to entry, and so if it comes back to here, you still you don't lose.
No.
Okay.
I don't move my stop loss back up to entry.
Okay.
Slide that back down.
Yeah, I will. Back down there, yeah.
Okay, so raise that up to the top of the left one over there, of that peak. Keep going to the left one.
That one there.
Perfect. So there's my trade.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you get another box?
Yeah, sure.
For a short, and I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, which I had before. Yeah. Oh, another short. Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then 2 candles back on those green candles. 1, 2.
1,
1,
2, which
2.
is there.
There's your entry.
Yeah.
And then aim for the bottom.
Yep. And your stop loss is there.
And then my stop loss is there. So what that does is, when I move my stop loss from the buy up to the entry of the short,
Oh, it knocks you out of that trade. Yeah,
One
yeah.
tags out and the other one
Yeah,
tags
and
in.
tags in. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, okay.
So as these cross
Because
and
I'm
it
not
hit,
used to that in like an MT 4 or 5 or a C trader operation.
well,
It
no,
doesn't
when
do
it hit,
that.
no, that's why you move your stop loss up just slightly above where your entry is going to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's why I'm saying by the time price hits for that short,
yeah,
it's already hitting you at 2.5,
yeah,
which
yeah,
means
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
pushed through
Yep.
the stop loss of the buy,
Yeah.
and it's triggered the entry for the short.
For the sell. Yeah. Okay.
So now if this moves down 4 or 5 bricks and gives you a long or
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
turnaround here, take the
Yeah, yeah,
profit, set it up for
yeah,
the long, and get in.
yeah, yeah, and turn it around. Yeah, okay.
You don't care. You do not care how long it travels in one direction. All you're
Mm.
trying to do is get in as quick as possible to get the most out of the move, however big the move is. If the move
Yeah.
turns around quickly and you lose one, who cares?
Who cares? That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're a lot more aggressive, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And I get a lot more winners too.
Yeah, true. No, you would. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not used to it automatically getting you out of a trade to get you into another trade. That's
Right.
not
Because
something that, yeah,
the thing is we always wait for confirmation to see, make sure it's going to go in
yeah,
that direction. And by the
yeah.
time we see it, we're too
And
late
then
for the
it's
trade.
correct. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So either you roll that dice and get in as early as you can, and you're just playing the numbers, the
Mhm.
probabilities.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, move on to the next one. You
Yeah,
just make sure it's in
exactly.
the best location possible that you think it's going to go in that direction,
Yeah.
right? So this says it should sell because it's got a lower high, it's got a candle pulling back.
Yeah.
So
One,
at two and a
two.
half, I would move my stop loss up to the bottom of that red candle,
Yeah.
and I put my next entry for the sell right at 2.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I would do it at 2. By the time it triggers in because of the spread, it'll be 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah. One, 2.5 here.
Yeah. Because if
Yeah.
that candle's truly coming down, it's going to turn yellow and give you a wick.
Yeah, but it's quite a different view here. See where in this situation we've got the buy push on it, but if we look at what you've got on bricks, it's on the top side of the rails, ready to come back down. So it's quite a different view.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I hadn't sort of noticed that too much before. Okay. Very interesting.
But you're at your halfway point. I'm at the
Yes,
top of my
correct.
rails.
Correct. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, okay. Different perspective of the same parent candle. Okay. Right, yeah. What's today? 19th. Okay. Hmm. And we have I'm on Wednesday, you're still on Tuesday. So I'll see that Tuesday to Wednesday change. Hmm. So it looks like to a certain extent though, Tom, Darren and I have a sort of we have to have sort of a bigger appetite for drawdown before we get in a direction. So um, anyway. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Keep going. I've actually got some TPs and stuff to set on some of these pairs. I've just taken them, but I haven't actually had the time. I put the stop loss, but I just haven't put the TPs in for them as yet. So
Yeah.
I'll get to do that. I had a bit on yesterday. So all right, no worries.
Right.
Let's see. More tariffs, more discussion. Israel's hitting.
But he's had his phone call with Putin, hasn't he?
Oh, has
Trump.
he? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. And
He was awarded Employee of the Month.
he got the award. A virtual award, or they bring over a little bit
Well,
of.
they've agreed. Putin's agreed a not a ceasefire as such, but he's agreed not to ceasefire in terms of attacking energy infrastructure. That's what he's agreed to. So they can continue to kill people
Yeah, but don't hurt the money.
but just the energy infrastructure. He's
in
gonna
in Russia or in Ukraine or
in
either.
Ukraine. In Ukraine, that's what Russia's agreed to sponsor this ceasefire idea.
So it's a slow crawl.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, Trump supposedly, according to the MAGAs, the greatest negotiator in the world. He doesn't seem to be doing a good job of it at the moment.
No, well,
Just conceding all the time.
the employee of the month. I love that, Tom. It's like you got the award.
Sure seems like it, don't it?
Oh yeah, it sure seems like it. Yeah. Employee of the month. It's so good. Mm. All right then.
It's sounded like a news flash. What does it say? Oh,
Oh,
Netanyahu now. Israel has resumed combat with full force.
yeah.
This is
He
just
just
the beginning, he's added. So what happened to that
mm,
ceasefire then? That's all gone.
nothing. No,
This
no.
is just the beginning, he said.
I
So
could, I could. So there's a whole lot of hostages and that, and they've got rid of all those prisoners or whatever. And I sort of knew, and they would know that once all of the hostages were over, they were just going to be, bombed out
full
of
on
the earth.
slot now, full on.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's really going for it now. They're just going
Well,
to
they're not
complete.
worried about the last few. Um, how many
What's
are
left of
left?
Gaza now? He's just going to finish it off now, isn't he? That's it. Got the hostages, finish it off. There won't be a building left standing by the time he's finished.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely obliterated whole
Yeah.
place.
Yep.
Thing is,
Yes.
the people there, they're trapped in there, though, aren't they? There's no getting out. They can't get out. The borders are closed. They're literally trapped. No, it's just
Well, aren't the countries that are around have some responsibility there, or they just don't want them?
borders are closed. What I read, the borders are closed. Egypt doesn't
Yeah,
want
but
them.
aren't like isn't Egypt and
Well, they
uh,
don't want to upset Israel.
Lebanon?
They
But aren't they Arab states? Aren't they going to take
yeah.
their fellow
They don't care
Arabians?
about each other. They don't care
Yeah.
about each other any more than anybody else or any other race. They're just numbers to them. Not to sound cynical.
Oh, yeah, they're not to. I know, I understand that, but I'm just going. This is well, I
Well,
just
there's
couldn't
only two
understand
borders.
why.
There's a border with Israel and a small border with Egypt at the south,
Yeah,
and the Egyptians won't let them out, but won't let them cross that border. They allow aid in through that border, but they won't let the Palestinians out.
yeah,
That
okay.
border is still closed.
But
No,
there's obviously other borders as well.
I don't think there is. Gaza's just isn't it just enclosed then by Israel and Egypt? It's only something like a strip on the Mediterranean.
Okay,
So you've
all
got the
right.
Israeli military at sea, so there's no escape there either.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you can only sort of go about a mile out, and then there they are. There's the Israeli. You just get shot. So yeah, pretty grim.
Oh,
Pretty
well,
grim.
Hamas has done their job, haven't they? Yeah,
Yeah.
box themselves in. All right then, gentlemen. Until tomorrow. Let's see what progress occurs. Maybe that's why with Israel doing what it has, maybe that's what's sort of turning the market around a little bit.
Well, it's going to push oil up again now.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
would, wouldn't it?
I'll be
Oh,
getting for a buy soon.
well, that's where it's looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll see. All right then, until tomorrow.
Okay,
Take it
right.
easy, everyone. Ciao.
Cheers.